bit of luck to do it alone. Not since the cancer have I had the courage to be before the mast on my own. I learned to sail solo when the kids had better things to do than crew for their father. After recovering from surgery, I decided to treat myself to a new boat. I went from an O-Day 22 to a CNC 27. In boat lingo, it's like going from a minivan to a vet. Saturday was an awful day with choppy seas and cloudy skies. I went to the yacht club, had lunch with the guys, and hoped for a crew and clear skies that never came. Optimistic that tomorrow would be a better day, I grabbed a movie at Blockbuster and settled in for the night. Awaking early to a beautiful morning, I was desperate for a sail, but I needed a mate. I called everyone in the Rolodex, but no one was available. I headed down to the sea, hoping for the courage to sail alone. At the dock, I decided to board and sit on the boat for a while, listen to some music, and see what would happen. The wind was good, and the sea was calm. I donned a life jacket, though real men don't wear life jackets, and decided to give it a go. I started the engine, freed the tendons, and I was adrift, hoping that my courage would follow. I placed her in gear and headed out to the channel. After the third marker, I went to wind and attempted to raise the sails. Unfortunately, the topping lift was in place and the main sheet was still secured. My lines were a rat's nest. I freed them all and the sail went up shy a foot. It was a bit of a mess, but I was sailing. The sun was very strong that day and the sailboat is the best place to get a tan. I was cooled by a true ocean breeze and refreshed by the sea spray as the bow skipped over the waves. My course to the Garden State found me in a following sea, which happens when the tide is working with you. It sounds good, but it's not. It makes the boat difficult to steer, so one hand remains fast on the tiller while the other works very hard to keep the sails in trim. I got to New Jersey, and it was time to come about. I took a breath, pushed the helm to lee, and the bow of the Millennium Falcon passed through the eye of the wind. I pulled on the sheet and regained control of my vessel. It took an hour's sail to home. Sinatra was skipping on the CD. In my wake, I saw seagulls. Where there are gulls, there are fish. Stripers were running, and to catch a bass for dinner would have been a nice touch. I could almost taste it. A little Italian dressing, some butter, lemon, slice of tomato, and a little white wine, wrapped in aluminum foil and barbecued. All I needed was the fish. I got old Blue Eyes back in the groove, grabbed the pole, and went trawling. My speed over ground was perfect, and I got a hit immediately. Landing a fish solo is also a bit of a challenge. If they are not cooked right or they're too heavy, they can break free. I got lucky. I was able to get him on deck with ease. Given the right ruler, he might have been legal. Sadly, I did not have the right ruler. And so this fish got a reprieve. And as I returned into the sea, it dawned on me that this year I had also gotten a reprieve. I had conquered a major illness and a major fear. The tack I was on took me out into the harbor. I secured the sails and powered up the engine. Getting the sheets down and stowed was a bit less daunting than I had thought. My confidence level was high. The only trick left was to land on the mooring. When I got close, I headed into the wind and went to neutral. It was a perfect approach. I grabbed the float, secured my vessel with the renewed confidence of a skilled seaman, and the satisfaction of knowing that even a fish can get a second chance.